security of our volunteers, as I explained, and that our area is mostly in the remote villages and the tribal. And the tribal, we all are aware, area means jungle. And I always share a कहावत, proverb, कि भारत में जहाँ जंगल है वहाँ नक्सल है, और जहाँ नक्सल है वहाँ एकल है. We all coexist. And so far, thanks to all the gods in heaven, we have never any issue of major incidences. But we can't avoid small kind of skirmishes with the Naxal, because we are working at the cross purposes. We want to empower the communities and take them forward. They want to retain them where they are, so that they have vested interest. But no major fatalities also. Issue about your approaching corporates, as I shared with you, in India we started this year and we have had a fair success. As far as approaching corporates in US is concerned, I will leave the matter to Ranjini ji, because she is the one who is taking care of the US side. Did I leave anything from you?
No,
Government participation. Yes. Since beginning, Ekal has got a very strategic principle that we will not work with the government. It is a people's movement. The Indian society is that segment which is empowered, educated, with resources should help come forward to support the other segment which is deprived. So we want to make it a people's movement, that the people take care of another set of people. Government funding in India, we all are aware, has got lot of strings, lot of vices attached to them, and that is what we don't want to get trapped into. You are very right when you say, sir, that most of NGOs in India are not fair. They are not genuine. I will say that, go to the extent that most of them are fake even. On the paper, very little on the ground. Yes, this is true. But number is so huge that even the genuine NGOs are not many. But it is only that's why we always say, talk to us, listen to us, see our papers, but don't decide. This is the list of the villages we are working. Take this list, go at your time, 1 village, 2 village, 10 village, wherever convenient. Look for yourself what we are doing, and after seeing, come back and decide and tell us what to do, what you want to do. So we are from those minority NGOs where we feel pride often there, but the government support we have been able to avoid so far. And I must share with you, in the light we are on this government funding subject. This February, a small team of Ekal volunteers was with Prime Minister Modi ji. Among many other things, when we discussed with him, someone asked that when you are now there at the top of it, you know about Ekal, you are convinced and that it is a good model for society, for particularly the remote dwellers. Why don't you come forward and support from the government side? And he said in Hindi, सरकारी धन सामाजिक कार्यों के लिए विष है, इससे जितना दूर रहेंगे उतना अच्छा है. It brings a lot of vices with it. Anyway, and now Ranjini ji perhaps will address the issue of approaching corporates in US.
Very simply, come and join us. We'll have a long conversation about it. I've been working on this, but it's not just a matter of data. There's much more to it. Sunil ji is right here, and we had a 1-hour discussion on this. So I'll talk to you about that. Why it's not, and data is important, and we are collecting more and more data. That is useful, but there's a lot more to it, and so we'll talk more about it. Anybody who has interest in that, we are looking for volunteers always.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the question. So is that Ekal listed as a charity here?
Absolutely. We are a 501c3.
Okay.
You can get corporate matching. All of
Yeah,
that.
I have a corporate matching of 2,500 every year.
Plenty.
Just
Fantastic. Yes. Please, any of you or your friends, we have been getting quite a bit of that. And if you need any help to go to your HR, usually it requires you to go to your, many of our charities are already, like if you go to Google or any of these companies, we are already listed on their company matching site. If you do not find it listed, please come and talk to us. please send me an email. I'm rajni.saigal@ekal.org. I have my card with me.
And one more question. And one
Oh,
more question.
yeah. And lastly, go ahead, Chanduji. I don't understand CFE as well as somebody else can tell. This is very important. They are also part of. We are also part of CFC. You all know what the combined federal campaign. So please, please, please.
So apparently the federal employees get a chance to donate money during a certain window in a year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Fantastic. And if you want to do more events, we are part of that CFC. They are recommending that we become part of their events, go into booths. If you need any support from Ekal Central, I'm here. Chanduji is here. Shashiji is here. Ashwin is here. Sunil is here. So we would be happy to support you. Please make use of it. Shashiji has been saying it'll be very productive. So not only your 2,500, your friends 2,500 would be good as well.
I have one more question. Sure. Is there a plan to create a Ekal brand of products like Baba Ramdev?
I'll give it to Babaji here.
we have started our products on the name of Ekal Gold.
Oh.
So Ekal is most popular name in India and abroad also. So we have taken the Ekal Gold name for the all marketing. Ekal Gold Haldi, Ekal Gold Basmati rice.
For how much does it cost for one village center to develop?
$400,000 is the investment in infrastructure.
One Gramathan is also.
Yeah, why don't you answer that fully? So basically, one thing that they do is they don't buy land, because land is a very tough issue. Actually, you know what, Babaji, I shouldn't talk. You go ahead.
Somebody donates the land, we develop it and we create the infrastructure. The infrastructure development cost is around $400,000 for one GRC, technical skill training wing, then the office administration and PHC and other centers, and some faculty guest houses, nutritional garden, then organic farming initiatives. So those Gaushala. So we have Gaushala also in our GRCs. There we have Indian breed cows which give A2 grade milk, good for health. And we say that everybody should go in for that only.
So actually one of the requests is that there are many areas. So if you are from a particular state, you can bring a few people together in your state who want to start a GRC. We have some of the GRCs are started but not fully up to their potential. So we are looking for smaller investments than $400,000 to bring up each of our current 8 GRCs to their full potential. We have new 4, land is already available as you saw. We are looking to populate that. And also if there's another area where you didn't see the name here but you are interested, talk to us more and we would love to explore with you how we can bring it to that area. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
And also you after. First you and then.
I have 3 questions.
Here, Arun.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, let's go here first.
Okay, this question is more for Lalan ji. I want to know under Gramathan Yojana,
Go ahead.
we said we have activities like soil conservation and water protection. I would like to know what kind of activities or steps we are undertaking. Like we grow the same vegetables on the same land again and again. Soil has certain nutrients and the same crop uses the same nutrients and again and again and again. Without the crop rotation, the soil fertility will goes down, eventually it goes down. Again, the water protection, like water conservation. In India, like especially you're taking up in remote areas and tribal areas where there's a lot of forest, and when there is a lot of forest, there is more rain. And the rain, goes into a spring, it eventually joins a major river and end up in ocean. Like, do we have any activities like building small check walls or check dams which stores the water in the local village, improves the groundwater levels, so that we can have second crop, assured second crop, or not only during the,
Many thanks for this question.
We planted this question, by the way. He has the answer
I'm
exactly.
an engineer by qualification,
yes.
that's the reason my heart always beats for water.
Yes.
Actually, we have coined the name nutritional garden. This is not a kitchen garden, popularly known as kitchen garden all over India, but we have given this name nutritional garden. Means it is the safety of the protection of soil, cattle, vegetations and water also. So whole work is named as nutritional garden. Biogeochemical cycle as a whole is maintained here. We plant vegetable crops and fruit crops, herbal trees, which protect soil and water both.
So the nutrients are recycled.
But we added for soil organic manures prepared by only vermicompost or compost itself. So it is food for soil. So we use only living soil here, not dead soil. Chemical fertilizer tends to soil dead.
They kill the bacteria in the soil.
So micronutrients we want to enrich there, and all microorganisms should enhance,
Right.
so that we are treating there by one formula for our side is Jivamrit, made by only desi cow urine and cow dung. So we are always try to save water and soil also. For water conservation, we are going on for rainwater harvesting, and this is a process.
Like building the farm ponds and.
This is a process. First, we are using contouring. Second, we are plantation. Third, bunding. Fourth, organic farming. Because due to use of organic farming or organic manures, water holding capacity of the soil enhances. So it catch water more than chemical fertilizer using soils.
Because there is voids in the soil, the saturation level goes up.
Okay, and at last, we for a small pits. One is soak pits. 1:5 formula basis. 6 by 6 feet by 6 feet by 4 feet depth, so that water can retain here
Soaks into the
and
soil.
find time to percolate there. And after any season, we try to patch it by thatching materials or compost, so that in next rainy season it may use as compost also. And in our system, 3 rotation and 3 tire system. So not any days soil is open. Every time it is covered by greenery, so not evaporation. So all the things are think about. So it is called nutrition garden.
Check dams.
And where it is possible, we are using check dams also.
Not everywhere, not in a big way, but wherever in the villages where our intervention is a bit larger than just a school arogya and vermicompost, then we have gone for the check dams also.
Yeah, because
But then that is capital intensive. We use the shramdan, the local labor of the villagers, and then we arrange some kind of materials, just a cement kind of thing, but not the big check dam, small check dam, which are very effective.
Right.
So, but in selected basis, in few villages, we have gone for that.
Like
And
you
I'm going
mentioned
to
Manrega.
Check dams and serial gully plumbing.
Gully plumbing, that's a series of check
Okay.
dam. As
So-
you mentioned, Manrega, which is also has a provision to build small check dams.
Right.
So in your employment guarantee scheme, we can leverage that program to build like 3 feet, 5 feet high check dams.
So I'm just going to add one other thing here, is that there is another initiative that we are doing in addition to this GRC, which is a large initiative. For our current GRCs where we have a presence and we have been doing well, we are actually having adopt a village, which is transform a village into a model village. So we have that program as well, where definitely if there is a need for check dams, so there are those proposals for clean water. It's a much more intensive work. So depending on the village, it has multiple costs. I mean, it depends on the village. So if anybody is interested or you have a friend that is interested, please let us know. We would love to share that. We've done extensive surveys of the infrastructure. And I wanted to add one more thing. Yes, we stay away from the government, and I think you will all tell me this, but we leverage the government, definitely. If there is an RTI is a very good example of that. We make sure that they are working. They don't fund us, but we make sure that we do. So I'm just going to move on to...
Namaste. First of all, thank you very much for the enormous seva that you are doing for Mahabharati. It's a great investment for the whole humanity also, I think. This is my first time coming. I'm very impressed by where Ekal is doing.
Welcome.
Thank you. I want
What's
to
your
give.
name, sir?
My name is Krishna Gurupati.
Very good. Lord Krishna, welcome.
I just have a quick suggestion and then I have 3 questions. We changed from, my family changed from Colgate, all those things to Patanjali's Dandakanti, and we were able to easily procure it from India Bazaar. And my wife, she is a very, she doesn't change very quickly, but she loved Dandakanti, and the dentist is also like, oh, it works. It's how he is afraid of the business now. But anyway, the point of that is we were able to procure it very easily through the distribution network that they seem to have. And we are also able to buy some cotton cloths which are very good in breathing for my yoga and other stuff through Isha online shopping. So what I feel is that there is already seem to be an existing distribution networks all the way to many countries. Hopefully we can leverage that, and also there's a huge demand of the organic products all over the world. People are tired of chemicals, toxic, cancer and all. So after that session, I have 3 quick questions. One, I want to come down to the farmer level now. So earlier we were mentioning the anemic qualities, right? Anemia. What are the reasons for the anemia? I didn't know that. First of all, there is an anemia problem. What is the reasons for the anemia problem that farmers are having? That's my first question. And the second question is, you mentioned that there is incomes of 3 lakh, 4 lakh and all annual revenues. So what is that in terms of lifestyle? Is that lifestyle, can the people, can the village family have an elevated lifestyle compared to others in his village? So he or she can see that and aspire to be like him or her in terms of the lifestyle and the income and all. I want to know that. And my third question is, the government has done a lot of yojanas and all, including like the village entrepreneur level and all, which seem to be generating a lot of income. Is Ekal doing anything towards that, wherein there is income generated through other stuff like this also? Thank you for the questions.
First,
Hindi
question.
में बोलिए, you can understand Hindi?
Yeah, but it will be better if you can speak in English so everyone can understand. Thank
You
you.
can try to
Yeah.
speak in English.
Okay.
But my English is Indian English.
We want the real English.
We are trying to market these all items, but our situation is not for that whole world, so we are not coming for e-marketing. But there is not any question of surplus materials, because our producers are very small farmers, and our Ekal village is very rural and a small village, so only 1 acre land, 2 acre lands producers. But we are trying to send it in Indian market, and in next phase we will try to supply it in global market also. And your second question is
Why anemia? Why anemia? Why they have anemia?
2 causes currently in India. First is malnutrition only due to malnourished diet, not over diet, not pressure diet, but unbalanced and below nutrition diet.
Low protein.
High carbohydrate and low protein.
No protein
diet basically.
No,
And lack of vegetables.
there is not vegetables, fruits, milk, and so we are trying to make capable to produce them for vegetables, cow urine also, for milk and urine and cow dung also. So it is a composite term, a nutritional garden for human health, for soil health, for cattle health, for vegetation also. So this is a formula. And third question.
Making money out of
And
farmers.
sanitation and hygiene is also a problem for anemia, because especially childs faces anemia only due to
Worms in the stomach.
in the stomach.
Intestine worms.
And this is only due to water, contaminated water or dirty water and sanitation and hygiene.
हम लोग living standard
No.
But 3 to 4 lakhs is it enough?
In
Is it a better lifestyle?
In a rural condition, it is enough, and some where it is more than enough. You have seen here one farmer make her house only dependent on this income. So minimum level of MDT they possess.
So does that make attractive for other people to follow that
Okay.
path?
We initiated in the villages only by taking 4 to 5 farmers, up to 10. But whole village now started the nutritional garden work. So it is icon for those also.
Yes, the answer is yes. There is a peer kind of thing, and then people have a little life.
They can use iron skillet to solve the problem. Iron
Yes.
skillet.
Iron tablets.
Ice
Skillet.
skillet.
Yes, so
Kadai.
kadai. Yes, we are working on that.
They are using iron karahi and other pots also. But diet is not nutritious.
You see, one part of our intervention is apart from dispensing them the folic acid, deworming tablets and iron tablets, counseling, food counseling. What to eat, what not to eat, how to cook and how not to cook, and what utensils to use to cook and eat, in which use of the iron tawa and use of iron kadai is essential part of our counseling.
Yeah, sometimes even if you take some forcefully some extraneous iron, some assimilation is the problem.
Oh yeah, I know. There are various issues, I mean,
Yeah.
but there the deficiency is so much, even half of it is assimilated.
Yeah, these people,
That
other
makes a
than they have
difference.
plenty of iron because they eat
Right.
meat.
It differs from person to person, village to village, so then we cannot differentiate between those things.
Not
But
only
then-
that, iron in what form?
Right.
Right.
It's very simple to say iron is everywhere.
Exactly.
But in what form?
What
15 to
form?
20 milligrams of iron is required
Yes.
by average person per day. And most of the village people
Right.
who eat grain and no vegetables, leafy especially,
Yes.
they don't get even 5 milligrams of iron.
That's
So that's why they are anemia.
So diet
So,
counseling, yeah.
Yeah, diet counseling is. I'm just going to say that I think time is running out. So let us take 2 more questions. Let's both of you ask. If there are 2 questions, let's just ask it, and we'll answer that. And at the end of that, we will just 1 minute follow. So yourself and yourself, okay?
Yeah.
So-
My question is a little different,
Yeah.
not always. Ekal is promoting nationalism, indirectly, directly, right? So with this, like the Matantikaran ka percentage kam ho gaya is because we working in tribal, where the tribal is there, church is there, and other minority organizations will be.
Maybe we'll take the other question as well. Go ahead.
Is
Thank
there
you.
a body in India that certifies that these farms are organic and you're allowed to put a label of organic?
No.
We are not
Okay,
putting- we are
I'll
not
answer
putting-
that question first, then your question will be answered by Lalanji or Arunji. We in Ekal don't work for that purpose, but then whatever purpose we are working for to uplift the lot of the rural and the tribal villages, whatever we do, there are always side effects. And there is a positive side effects you are trying to learn, that yes, but that is not our key objective, but it is happening. I think I have answered.
Yes.
No need to elaborate it here. And then now about the
Organic.
certifying body.
Or maybe
I don't
Arunji.
think that.
Organic is the word which has been created and certification system has been developed by US.
And it's true.
And we don't write organic, we write natural products, herbal natural products. Because the organic certification procedure is so costly and lengthy, and because I had discussed that with various people, so finally we thought that the certification is given to the land, not to the product. Certification is available only to the land. Land is not ours, land is of Kisan. Today is with us, maybe the other day, and maybe what will happen, we invest say lakhs and lakhs of money for organic certification, and that certification goes to the farmer. because it is to the land. And the other day he starts selling material to some other multinational. So where our investment goes then? So we are not writing organic. We have the organic produced and write natural products.
Here they write conventional and organic.
Yeah.
Conventional is the inorganic, I mean like whatever, the fertilized food process. Organic is.
This is whole phenomena is come here by chemical companies. So they don't want to come up or to organic products. So this is all the scenario is coming from controlled by chemical factories. So we are not interested in that. But
Certification, yeah.
We don't want to any
But then
confrontation with that.
we convey the meaning. Everybody understands the meaning. So that is.
पर आवाज ये जो हल्दी हम लोग की है ये जिसने एक बार यूज किया वो दोबारा मंगाते हैं तो फूड मटेरियल आदमी खोज के जाता है इसलिए अपना प्रोडक्ट का सर्टिफिकेशन उसका अपना टेस्ट है वही सर्टिफिकेट
So curcumin percentage in this tamarind is around 9 to 10%, which normally in the turmeric powder available in the market is around 6% that you get, 5 to 6% only. So because people extract the oil from the turmeric and that goes for the medicinal purpose. So $250 a kilo sold.
So I know this is so wonderful. Thank you all. I'm just going to turn it over to the leader here, Sunil, who is today, by the way, he took us to the farms in Virginia, the great work that's happening here. We got to see a lot of that good work, and I will let him take it over from here.
So first of all, I want to thank the Virginia chapter and Dr. Mopuri Rao for putting this event together and getting us a place. As you can see, the Ekal Parivar in Virginia is growing, thanks to a lot of people here that have come, Barry G, Chandu, and all them. I can mention all of you guys, but so just a few, and of course Dr. Mopuri Rao. Also, I'd like to acknowledge a couple of guests that have come. Dr. Calvo from Montgomery County, Harsha, he's the Chief Medical Officer. He's been actually become a devotee, I think, of Ekal, I could say almost. So he's come to almost a lot of our events, has contributed tremendously. Also, Montgomery County itself also has contributed quite a bit to Ekal. They did the Sister City program, went to Hyderabad. So I'd like to thank him for joining us tonight. Also, just to make a note and mention, Sunil Kolkar and Aparnaji have come tonight. Actually, he's come onto Ekal for last, 6 months, almost a year now. Almost a year. Almost, yeah. Actually, we're going to have an annual anniversary for you. So, since he's come on, actually changing the DC chapter and getting it more motivated, already has contributed tremendously financially and has given his resources from his company here in the US and his company in India and helping Ekal become digital. So I'd like to thank him for And of course, all this cannot have happened if, unless, our, Ekal from India, Bajrang, Lalan and Kinkaji have come, and of course, Neeraji. So actually, just to give you a little bit how they are operating, they I think started at, they've been in New Jersey driving, they got in at 2 a.m. yesterday.
Yes.
This morning at 7 a.m. they got back on the road, they went in, got an interview, they've been following me to farms in Virginia, getting ideas of how US is operating in their farms and what they're doing, getting, here to learn and teach. So that's amazing, So it's not only they come here to take from us, but they're also giving back. Because they went to the farms today and amazingly they contributed ideas and thoughts there. So it's their support and their work on the ground that's making us motivated and getting us excited about what we're doing. So our passion is, basically working for them. So I'd like to thank everybody here. We've got great food, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. And so again, this is a volunteer organization. Everybody here tonight is a volunteer, which is our strength. That's how Ekal works. Less than, like Magaji said, less than 9% overhead and spent. More than 91% of the money goes to the cause and on the ground and getting things done. So thank you all for coming, and that's where I'm going to, last thing is I'm calling for volunteers. We have a lot of work to do and a lot of ideas to come. So I'm asking you to become volunteers, join here who hasn't already done so, contribute in any way financially or ideas, and bring friends. So let's go make Ekal great.
So there's a sign up sheet there, just in case if anyone has signed up, yeah, please leave your email ID with us so we can communicate to you.
And I'd like to say a couple of things from Ekal USA. If you have children, I see this is a school, so I do want to bring this up. Ekal USA has a wonderful Ekal Youth Leaders program. So if you have high school kids, middle school kids who want volunteer hours, please, there's many things they can do at the Ekal site. We have something called a do-it-yourself campaign. So please go to ekal.org. There are many people who are doing arangetrams. They are doing other things, and please sign up. Do I get an Ekal Youth Leader already? You look fabulous. We have. Fantastic.
There's Art Australia.
Oh, fantastic. Can you give her a warm round of applause? She's not here right now. And actually, some of our volunteers not only raised money, so we have this idea of taking a school for life. So $5,000 you can contribute and you can support one school for life. Some of them raised that money and then they went to the school and worked with the children. So if you want to visit, I think on behalf of the India team, they will be very happy to welcome you. We can make the arrangements. Go see it. That's something that I wanted to say. We have run, and if you want to run any kind of competitions, we ran an apathon in Boston and it was really fun. So if there is any ideas that you have, we really encourage you to pursue it. We are a very open organization. We want you to succeed, and your youth, I promise you, will give you fabulous certificates. All the people who have gone through our programs for many, many years have all been very successful academically and otherwise, and they are willing to be mentors, willing to support you. If you want to run a college workshop, we are happy to do those kinds of things. So we are for the children both in India and the US, so come and join us. And lastly, I want to say, this whole digital effort could not have taken off without the DC chapter, without Sunil here, because he went and stayed in Karanjo and actually, yeah, please give him a warm round of applause. He and Arun came there when there was nothing there and actually made the things happen. So that's the kind of volunteers. We don't need that much time from you. You don't need to come there, but if you come, we welcome you. But even if you have a very small amount of time and a large heart, that's all. We want your heart. So please come and join us and please sign up. God bless you all.
And actually, the thing is, I did forget somebody very important. She's shy. She keeps telling me not to talk about her, not to bring her up. Shashiji, please come up here. She is the reason we're all here. So I'm not going to let you be shy tonight. You have to say at least one word.
Not one, many. What I want to say is, Lalanji, you should get a certificate tonight for speaking in beautiful English.
From Washington DC.
And certificate will come from Dr. Calvo. And Mrs. Calvo.
Fantastic.
They have a very fancy office. They can definitely print a certificate. And we will mail it to you. Just to remind you, October 1, is Asif still here?
Wonderful.
Oh, there is Asif. Asif is our one of the volunteers. So many times in a year he holds a philanthropy dialogue. So one of them is taking place in October 1. The very first donor, a foundation, Suri Sahgal Foundation, they made their fortune by seeds, I think, right?
Correct.
So they were the first donor. He is the guest speaker. So please come and join us. Asif has given us a table. So I want at least 10 people come there.
More people are coming, we can accommodate.
All right. And today also, Arun is not here, but Dr. Calvo, Aaron is about 6 feet tall, or maybe more. He went and stayed with Lalan ji in his hut and ate whatever Lalan ji asked him to or provided. And he learned English or Hindi, some words of Hindi. So that is how it is working in this Ekal Foundation. So they come here and they learn some English, and he goes there and he learns some Hindi. Virginia chapter is starting today, and we congratulate you. Please take it on from here and ask any questions if you want to. If not, you are on your own from today onwards.
I want to share a story. You were asking about security for people in the villages. Arun came 6 feet tall, very, with a white skin. And Arun loves to run all the time, and I think this was so we got a comment. We were not at that place because we had a very big event, that there's a problem with this American in the village, and everybody was like, what is the problem? He says, oh, there is a white man who keeps running and running. We asked him, why are you running? He says, just like that. He's nuts. So anyway, but it was beyond that. Once we figured out that you could run without a purpose, I don't think people, and most Americans are like me, right?
Tell also about the time when you went looking for samosas.
I'll let Shashiji say that, but I just thought we have much to talk about. Shashiji is the, I think, the propagator, the initiator, and also the pillar stone of our health initiative. So if you have further questions, I think there were some questions about anemia. You have the Brihaspati of that movement right here. So she's in female form right now, but she's here. So please do ask her that. And I just wanted to say thank you. She is one of the foundation pillars of Ekal USA. Please give her a warm welcome. Thank you.
Everybody, please enjoy dinner.
We have samosas, and we'll tell you about Arun finding samosas. And I think our people are still here, so please feel free to.
Thank you for all your work.
So, of course, absolutely, come get this so that I don't. Yeah, so it's a very interesting, so every 6 months, they come to our so we have
all yours.
That's how we run it. There is the condiment, then we have 4 divisions. Under that we have what they call hall, which is each stage. Under the stage we have